My name is T. Sanjana Priya. I'm from Gayatri Vidya Parishad College of Engineering for Women. Now I'm going to explain the project called Garage Management System. So the Garage Management System is a valuable tool for automotive repair facilities which help them to deliver the top-notch services to the customers. And while creating a garage management system typically involves organizing and managing various aspects of a garage such as customer information, vehicle records, repair histories, etc. And it also includes some core features and the database structures. For example, customer management or vehicle management and repair and service management, etc. So let's get into the project. So while generating a project, we need to have a Salesforce account first. For creating a Salesforce account, we need to create the developer account. This is the way to create a developer account. After creating the developer account, we need to just give all the fields. So after creating the developer account, we need to take it takes 5 to 10 minutes for account activation. So after account activation, we need to create the objects like so for creating a customer detail object, we need to create four objects in this project. Create customer details, appointment, service records, and billing details and feedback objects. These are the four objects we need to be created in this project. So this is how we create an customer detail object. We need to initially set up from the setup page, click on the object manager, then click create. So we need to label the name as customer details and then the record name as customer name, the data type as text, and we need to allow the reports and track field history too. And then we need to just click on save. This is the way we need to create these remaining three objects also. Next, when it comes to the tabs, we need to create a custom tab as shown here. And we in this tab we can create our own style of selector, and this is the way we need to create a tab for customer details. So for the remaining tabs we need to follow these same steps for the remaining three objects. And when it's and then comes the lightning app. So for creating a lightning app, we need to go to the app manager and click on new lightning app, which helps to add the utility items such as the objects which you have created before, like a customer details, appointment, etc. This is how we create the lightning app. And next comes the field. So this creation of fields and relationship between the objects is the main part of the project. So this is how we create the fields for the customer object, and then we create a lookup field and we create a checkbox field. So for example, let's take an example for customer details. For customer details we are having a checkbox, not a checkbox, but we are giving the fields like phone number, and the other one is called Gmail. Like similarly, for we use checkbox fields for other objects too. So we use date for service record or else the appointment record, and we use the currency field for payment option, and then we use the text fields for like the billing details, and we use this pick list field for whether we have completed the service or not. We need to just check it out, and this is the formula field. And then comes the validation rule. These three are the validation rule. It will check whether the given record is valid or not. So this is for appointment object, this is for a record object, and then this one is for billing details and the feedback. Next comes the duplicate rule. So we need to create a matching rule to a customer detail object which is a duplicate, so that we have a back, the storage of the details of the customer. And then comes the profile. There are two types of profiles, manager profile and the salesperson profile. This is the way you need to create the manage profile and the Salesforce profile. And then next comes the role hierarchy. So we need to create a two role hierarchies. We need to create a managed role and the salesperson role. So this is a similar way to both the manager and create role. First, we need to create a manage role in this CEO add role, and then next, after creating the manage role, we need to go to the manager and click on add role where we add the salesperson role. This is how the role hierarchy works. And we need to create a user. This user is for the role manager, and then the next users are for the role salespersons. And then we have public groups. We need to create a new public group in order to have the data fixed. And then comes the sharing setting. So we need to create the sharing settings in order to share the reports into the dashboard, or we need to save the report so that it is private. Only the manager can view the share. And then we need to create a flow. So this is how we need to create a flow. There are only two things we need to keep in mind is that while creating a flow, we need to do two things, which is the update records and then action function. In the update records, where the updation is done, and this action, the in this action, the formulas which we have applied, like body alert or else the address list, the subject will be shown in this action flow. This is how we do the flows. And this then comes the apex handler. This is the code we need where we need to handle the errors or something like that. Yeah. So this use case works for amount distribution for each service where the customer selected for their vehicle. So this will be the code. There will be a maintenance service, amount service, amount paid, etc. And then we need to create reports. Initially, we need to create a report folder, and then we need to share that report folder, and then we need to have a report type, and then we need to create a report in which we can see the records. I'll show it in the end of the video. So this is how we create the reports, and this is the dashboard. So we need to initially create a dashboard folder. So basically the dashboard folder will have the visual representation of our service. So this is the dashboard. For example, this is how our visual representation will be. Now let's get into the project. So this is the garage management system where we have the customer details of 10 records. In this customer details, we have two fields called phone number, Gmail. And when it comes to the appointment, these are the appointment name. And in this, we have fields such as appointment date, service account, service amount, vehicle number plate, etc. And when it comes to the service records, we have the appointment name, quality check status, service status. This is done using the pick list, and then the service date. When it comes to the billing details and feedback, these are the billing details. So when I click on this, we have payment paid, rating for service, payment complete, payment status, etc. And now when it comes to the report, this is my report name and this is the folder which I have created. When we click on this report name, it will show the report of my project or the records which I gave. So totally gave 10 records. This is the rating for the service, which is like 4 to 5. That's why I represented in a line chart. And these are in detail, these below are the rows. 10 records, 10 appointment name, 10 service record name, and billing detail feedback. And now when it comes to dashboard, this is the dashboard name and this is the folder which I have created. When I click on the customer review, it is the dashboard name, right? So this is the line chart representation of record count and the rating of service, which is between the 4:5. So this is how the project is completed. So I thank you for giving me this opportunity. Thank you so much.